Welcome back. It's the start of another week, which could only mean one thing. We aim to continue how we want it to go on. And if self-destruction and questionable outlook on society is the way you want to go, you're in good hands. Zetsubou Sensei is a show. I think maybe a fair descriptor for it. Whether or not it's actually invoking society, its peoples and personality traits, or just going completely off kilter. One of the same, really, in this show. I'm excited to see what's going on. If you're having a rough day, well, just sit back and see it can be so much worse. Grab a drink, let's begin. Isn't that how movies start off? Right. Okay. Zetsubou Sensei is once again doing something different, treating the episode itself as lots of dust effect and particles across the screen. I think he needs some medicated conditioner. So, finally be able to pay the rent. But, so we're getting a detective thriller. I kind of expected it to be a noir type thing, but then the setting stopped that. And of course there was none of the music that really goes along with detective noirs. So what are we getting instead? Some sort of Poirot type affair. Either way, I don't think we're getting to the bottom of the mystery. Maybe I should have also checked how long this episode was in case it was extra stupid long. Like they're actually putting in a full mini movie type thing. Not something that would go amiss in Zetsubou Sensei, to be fair. Maria. How long is this? We've spent, what, a minute so far just on credit sequence? A lot of it with the kanji, at least. I don't get. And how much of the animators going to be having fun with this one, with the whole bunch of different styles and locales now available to them? I like it is playing off a lot of the kind of classics. You got the negative for the title card and information. That almost hurt my eyes with the flickering, the resizing like an old projector and stuff. Especially with the low frame. Why are they stood all about like that? Enough of a name to be called out here, at least, but any reason why she's in the back there, like, staring him down? No lines or anything in the show, but... And what happened here? The 12 ladies and that guy. I see. She doesn't seem to be all too upset about being encased in crystal. Hopefully there's no hydras around. Right. And why is that an issue? So now you're getting a case of greed spill out. I mean, she's not giving him space to breathe, really. Considering how argumentative and against even investigators' throats they are, is it really out of the question? What did she find? And the fact that they are getting all of them kind of shown off and with it written not in blood or juice but in the sand, and of course a crow on the horizon. Well, case closed. Let's move on. Is this why confessions under duress aren't really a good way of solving criminal cases? We'll just have to wait until wait for the next attempt. Well, let's see if this old lady is still around to be able to be questioned if they don't go now. Is the answer somewhere in his scalp, considering? Are these home movies? Skirane. I'm sure something incredibly important will be gained from that one. Was this all once again just one big pantomime? No running there, it's dangerous. Ah, there you are. You were just preparing it. Can we see the rest of the bird in case it's not some just expressive hairstyle? Strange? No, of course not. That ship set sail long ago. Some questions you don't want to know the answer to. It seems like... Well, actually, it doesn't seem like unnecessary information to be going on in this drama. Also, how long after the death of their benefactor and whatnot has it been? Because they don't seem all too perturbed by it. The world? Probably not. Yourself and those around you? What was that? Now we're getting into some weird Ava type shit with that. Okay. I got that. With that typesetting and lighting and the room itself. Whoever it was didn't want to be sued. Yeah, I'm not sure about those two. Must be it, yep. Ritual killings carried out to reminisce on old art forms and mediums in manga. Quick, back to the videos. It's the old woman all along. Oh, all of them. Right. What? It was us, the viewers, not being part of the proceedings. I mean, not the. Hang on. Someone that's always there, not being able to be seen. Do they have a striking hairstyle as well? Showing himself, I think I might be onto something. As he fades in from the darkness. Right. So someone was missing. I guess the videos were important. I just missed out on a simple sentence. But what, was he not put in the will? Or it's something completely unconnected at all? Oh. Add to his list of charges, but throw the book at him. And now you've just left all the rest of them to do whatever they wish. His works. Were they noses? I know it was dark, but what the hell? Oh, some lips as well. Uh-huh. So they knew about it all. They knew the best ways for him to enjoy these murders. And how do they choose? Still again with the dust effects. Do they need a motive? So now we just need what? A battle royale? They're not doing it for money. So they are battling it out to see who would be best suited. Some of these artworks are a little... So with the artist gone, and also I don't want to know where some of those sculptures are modelled after now. Well, so he's close enough. He's going to go down with a ship. I guess the safest option for him now, well, scorched earth, burn the place to the ground. Do I have premonition abilities or something with that candle? But could... whatever though, it's very flammable. Any survivors? Is the kid still going down as the culprit of all the rest of it though? Just don't look behind you. They're there on the train. Again? Is this his, you know... his cross to bear? No matter what happens, he may solve the case, but no one's left around to hear it. But that's another... The Milky Way is a sewage canal? That's not... That is the first time I have heard that as... Leave the dog alone. That's the first time I've heard a metaphor like that. So we're going from a murder mystery to a festival where they're all dressed up nicely. Whether their wishes written down, put into temples, or wishing on the stars themselves, what kind of superstitions are going to come out of it, or anything to come true. I wish I could have read that. Ah, that's what was on the sign. It would save us a bunch of time. At least let her read into it whatever way she wishes. Just hang them up, I guess? I mean, if they just get hung up, they can't be sent, yeah. Little short on that one. What pointless tattle did you write down? I think it fits quite well, and like, does she have any spare phones to go hanging about like that? So, how many times? When she has an entire transcript for the B movie as her wish. Yep, you don't. The monk wrote it. Get someone else to do it for you. Rather than haranguing them and insulting her for being normal, I think she needs more praise. So whatever we wish for gets brought to us in the next life over. The one before me must have had everything he ever wanted. So just continually wish for everything. Huh. Just keep passing it on down. The day you stop wishing, the day the world stops turning. Has he zoned her out completely? She's always behind him. Sure. Just believe it happened before. Jack. The hell was that transition? Just pretend your previous life had wishes and they will be fulfilled now. It's one way to live your life. Some of these reoccurring background. She's a great salesman. I mean, some of these seems like they might be difficult for them to work out before or even with the next life. So that's how cults start. That's one way to hang it. And he might need to tighten his belt, make sure it doesn't fall. Don't look up. As one way of learning kanji, yeah, put it up to pictographs and learn one easy ways to remember them. Hanging man, after all. How many times have they reused that leaf? You gotta hand it to anyone working on this show. It's never a boring assignment. They can flit between colourful festivals with like JoJo colouring, or do these endings for one of them, or do murder mysteries. There's so much that you have to kind of admire when it comes to this show, being able to pull out and joke about, still remain somewhat coherent, and get in the references here and there where it can. I'm trying to think which my favourite ending is now. They're all pretty good. Oh no, the ending little story. A bit too close to the stage, one may say. Is he? Yep. I don't think that's a servant. Yeah, that story is probably more just someone getting arrested for assault. There's a good reason why you're not allowed to, manhandle anyone, but especially in an establishment like that. How many hidden references am I going to miss throughout all the different shows? The murders being staged to be from favourite anime and manga. I'd have to actually seen them for it to come across to me. If you had to have your final pose laid out like a scene from some show or movie, what would be the optimal way? All I can say is that if you're trying to get rid of evidence or stage it to, well, isn't even get their hands on money just to have the final say of who the perfect bride would be, foisting all of the crimes onto some hapless nobody with no presence. Yeah, they really didn't care who they arrested as long as someone went down for the crime. That was the police, not those involved. Throughout all of this, and the creation of my channel and thereon, I know that wishes do come true. Just very rarely. One or two major wishes and ideas that I've had have happened to me in the past few years. Although I don't believe it had anything to do with temples, writings hung from bushes or bamboo, or shooting stars. Things I had to work for and grab for myself. Or maybe in the case of some job opportunities, stumble backwards into and wonder how the hell I got here. Yeah, I may be fully in the camp of wishing for things doesn't really get very far. There is very little that you can actually say about Zetsubou Sensei, mainly because I miss out on a lot of the wordplay, a lot of the in-jokes and references, especially towards like Japanese culture. And I'm just wondering... Nope. I wondered if my subtitle file was missing out on the signs and whatnot, because there was quite a few moments where being able to read it would have really helped. No, didn't come included on this one for some reason. I got a bit lazy. Didn't need to translate the whiteboard or anything, so you don't get any. I do like this show, and keep referencing back to characters and their, well, one and only trope or style that they've got going for them. You would have thought it would get boring after a while, but they keep maintaining it to be fresh. If you have enjoyed Zetsubou Sensei, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. If you're just here enjoying the ride, consider subscribing to the channel. Maybe even join onto my Discord so you don't miss out with any notifications or updates. But I do know from now, I'm going to take a long, long rest. Try and join me for the next one. If my final moments were to be forever crystallized, I just hope it doesn't end up like Kazuma's Excalibur moment. What a weird thing to remember.